Hey baby, welcome back and welcome to a new video here. Spring has sprung, so it's time to get these spring 4D flower nails going. So let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to be using some of these long oval almond-y type press-on nails that I have already done my shaping and filing and buffing of the nails, and now we're just starting on the foundation process. And y'all already know this is just a colored builder gel with some base coat just to kind of thin it out a little bit because I do not want the nails to end up being bulky. And then I just apply an even layer on the full nail just to give myself a really nice foundation. I did end up putting 2 coats of this on. You could go for 1 coat because these nails are not really that long. But if you're going to be doing long nails, you should definitely be doing 2 coats of your foundation. Once I get that foundation coat on, I cure the nails for 60 seconds and then I go ahead and put on another coat on top, cure that for 60 seconds, and then I move on to the next step, which of course is wiping the sticky layer off of the nails and then buffing and filing them, which is something that I do off camera. I haven't seen anybody put in the comments that you have a problem with that. So I'm just going to continue doing that off camera until I see different. And as you can see, I did switch out the little pieces that I placed the nails on so that I can put them in whatever design I'd like the little platform. But I don't know if I'm used to the one that I had before with the magnets or not, but I do not like this one. I mean, it's really cute and aesthetic, but I just do not like the fact that I have to take the nails off to do them. I do not like that at all. But enough of my bickering about that. I'll figure that out on my own. Let's get into the color. So for my base color, I just chose this nude pink. It almost reminds me of mauve, and I know mauve is more purple, but it gives that same kind of vibe, like a dusty rose. I really, really like that for the springtime. I'm feeling just flowers and pink and just really light, dusty colors. And I absolutely love what she was giving. So I placed on 2 coats of this polish. Just like I do the foundation, I do my first coat of the polish and then I cure it for 60 seconds and then I place on another coat of this polish just to give me the look that I'm going for. And there is no crazy technique to this. You just paint the gel polish on top of the nails. I did not apply base coat. I don't do that anymore because I just don't feel like I need to. The nails are coming out just fine. Just make sure that the gel polish is not being applied in super thick layers so that they can be fully cured and there are no gel allergies that can come of it with your clients with under-cured gel polish. Not cute, not a very good thing. Okay, so now that we have our 2 coats of gel polish on the nails, I'm going to take this little topper here. I know you can barely tell at first, but there is a little shimmer in this topper, and I think that it is so pretty. It also has a little bit of a light pink shade. But what I love about this topper is it does not disturb that dusty pink that we have on the base here. It just makes it look even better. So I love the way this turned out with being used as the topper of this polish. So you can see here on the side that I have base coat. And it's just because I wanted to make sure the pink that's in the topper doesn't really mess with the pink that we already have on too much. Like I didn't want it to mess with it like that. I just really wanted the shimmer and just a tad bit of that kind of light pink that we have there. So I think I saved the day on that. It ended up coming out so pretty. I love this topper because you can see how it's sheeny. I like the sheen that it gives, like kind of like a sheeny kind of shine. That's what I was going for, that right there. Place those nails to cure under my lamp for 60 seconds, and then after I took some base coat and placed that on the middle fingernail because we're about to go ahead with our 4D flower. But before we do the flower, we've got to do the pit of the flower. So I took a cute little pearl and placed that in the middle and then put some stones around it. So I just took my cured nail that has the base coat on it and I placed on just a little bit of glue gel. I placed my little pearl down first, and then I took the smallest little, I believe these would be called white iridescent beads. So I just placed those around it, just going in that crescent moon shape. I thought this turned out pretty. Y'all can let me know what you think. At first I was going to do all stones or all pearls, but I couldn't decide, so I just did both. Then once I finally got all of the stones on the nail the way I wanted them, I went ahead and cured this one nail by itself for 30 seconds under my lamp. So while that nail was curing under the lamp, I took some of my 4D gel. I took a little bit of this clear solid gel, and then I also took some white gel. I'm not sure why I did not show you guys. And then I have this small little applicator, but I just rolled these little balls up nice and small, and then I went ahead and placed them on the nail. I worked with the little balls for my petals 3 at a time. So I did 3 for the first set before curing, and then I did 2 more after the fact. So basically I just started with my 3 main points, and at this point I just took my small silicone tool and I pressed it down in the middle, and then I drug my tool down a little bit just to make a petal shape, and then just cleaned up the edges, shaped them up the way I wanted them to. I have no idea how to explain how to do these petals, so it's just something that you're going to have to watch. And I do realize that my application is looking a little shaky with the 4D flowers, but it's just because it's been such a long time since I've done them. And I just figured with it being the springtime that now was the perfect time to go ahead and do a couple of nails with some 4D flowers. So you guys will be seeing these more often. My plan originally was to put more petals like coming off of the petals that I already created, but I decided because the nail was so short that maybe it would have been overkill. But you all can let me know in the comments whether you would have added more petals. But I feel like 5 was enough. I was really trying to go for more, maybe about 8. So just let me know. And if the petals are too difficult for you, I think I saw that they made some sticker kind of petals. I can't remember if it was Amazon or Shein where I saw them. But yeah, if you want to do it the lazy way, they do sell petals. But I feel like it's pretty easy. You just have to take your time and make sure that the balls you're using are not too big, because that can really break the whole design that you're going for. But yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. I did the first 3 petals, I cured it for 30 seconds, and then I went in with the last 2 petals and just did the same thing that I did with the first 3 petals that I started on. So after I cured the flower nail under the lamp for an extra 30 seconds, I went in with my topper gel cream polish that I use on the top of all of the nails. And I just went in and colored the top of that white gel flower that I have here. I debated leaving the flower white, But I don't know. I just felt like it blended in with the nail look a little bit more with just a little bit of shimmer on it. I also made sure that if any of the polish was flooding in the wells, that I went ahead and got that polish out, because I do want you to be able to see those wells in the flower so that you know what it is. So after I finished painting those little white petals, I placed them into the lamp for 30 seconds. And then now we are ready for my favorite part, which is a top coat. You just top coat all the nails, and then I cured these nails in my lamp for 90 seconds. So now that we're done with the instructions, I just wanted to say I absolutely love this nail look. I want to start incorporating more simple looks in my nail repertoire. I know that the nails could have been more simple than this without a design or shimmer or anything, but I feel like this is simple and that you could pretty much wear it anywhere. But you guys can let me know in the comments how you feel about this set. I also want to add the fact that I absolutely love this shape. You guys know that I am a stiletto girly. Those are my favorites, but I really like this long almond look. It's so pretty and classy. I love that. And now here's a more close-up look before I pop them in the lamp for 90 seconds to cure. And now she's all done. If you love these nails and you want to purchase them, you know where to go. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye.